Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brickazoid's Den. Welcome to a new series on the channel. We have Amphibia Season 3 just started up, and I just watched the first episode. I know I'm a day late. Yesterday was extremely busy, and then, it came out at 9:30 a.m., I think, and I was already gone by then. I was already doing a bunch of stuff for the day. So it was very difficult for me to even record a video, and I ended up getting home at like 11 or something, and I'm not going to record tonight. So I'm a little late, I'm a day late, but I do still want to make a video on it. I think next week I'm not going to be able to make a video on it at all. I think I'm going to be, I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to make a video on episode 2. So what I'll do is, for the week after, I will do episode 2 and hopefully episode 3 if I have time in one just kind of big video talking about both episodes. And I think that's pretty alright because Amphibia is a show not like Owl House. Owl House is a very story, especially with season 2, the first season 2A. There was a lot of story, just story. With Amphibia, there's kind of like some not filler because they're still enjoyable. Well, I guess you could call it filler, but it was more of more simple, kind of simpler storyline episodes. And judging by the 5 episode titles that we have now, I can definitely see that there are a couple of those more simple storylines, I think, in this first part of the season, which is completely okay. So I think it'll be good if I just try and do episode 2 and 3 in the same video there, and then hopefully, I'm trying to think, my scheduling and everything, hopefully by episode 4 I should be alright to do it. I think I'll be okay. But either way, I'm really excited to talk about episode 1, the premiere of season 3, which was really, really good. I was pretty excited for this ever since I saw the San Diego Comic-Con clip? I think it was the clip, yeah. And it was I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 minute clip of a part of this episode, which was really cool. And yeah, it just looks so good, and I love the new characters. I love being on Earth now. It feels like just a completely different feel for everything, and it's wonderful. It's really, 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 really great. So I'll get right into the meat of the episode here. All right, so Amphibia Season 3, Episode 1, The New Normal. We open up with Hop Pop, Sprig, and Polly all freaked out by a bunch of human stuff like cars. I think there was what are those things called? The things that wave their arms outside of gas stations and car dealerships and stuff. I forget what they're called, but they saw one of them. They were freaked out, stuff like that. And now Anne's home. Anne's back on Earth. She's not on Amphibia anymore. So they get off the freeway and go and see the city. And we also this great moment where Anne looks at her phone. She has no service, but then it becomes 5G service. Sorry, which was pretty funny. Then we go straight into the Comic-Con scene, which was obviously shown at Comic-Con during their live script reading or something like that for the Owl House Amphibia crossover. And then Sprig plays with a button and gets caught in a sewer hole. Hop Pop tries to kind of keep them all in line, and Anne hides the Plantars in a trash can to keep them from her parents for now, because her parents are going to probably be freaked out by a bunch of frog people. So, Polly talks about fixing Frobo, and then Anne finally reunites with her parents after, for us 2 seasons. I don't know how exactly long it's been for Anne on Amphibia. I think it was a couple months. But anyways, Hop Pop falls out of the trash can and introduces himself, and then Sprig also introduces himself. And then this is kind of where the the Comic-Con scene ends, and Anne is explaining what's going on to her parents about Amphibia and everything. Anne's parents try to wrap their heads around this information, and they don't want the Plantars to stay with them. But eventually, they do accept. Anne convinces them because they're going to turn them into the police and the government, which is obviously not a good thing for the government to know that Amphibia or any type of frog people exists. That is not a good thing. So, but they're put on a lockdown. So there's a quarantine fun with a song, a little moment there. Anne's able to see her her old clothes, because she's been wearing the same thing for a couple months now, probably. Sprig learns about a microwave and he gets pretty crazy with it. He tries to put Anne's phone in there, and that obviously is not allowed. Anyways, the Plantars take over the bathtub and the bathroom itself. Polly rides Domino, which is, of course, Anne's cat, who Anne has talked about before. And then everybody is slowly getting obsessive during quarantine. Anne wants to take the Plantars to the market to get out of their quarantine life because everybody's kind of going crazy, all just stuck in the house all day. And Anne's parents accept the offer because they've noticed how responsible she has become. Then we get this, this is the only part of basically Amphibia that we get, seeing Amphibia, which is pretty funny because, 2 seasons we've been in Amphibia, and now we're on Earth, and it's just so different. So basically, King Andreas is in Amphibia, and he summons a Frobo-looking bot who is sent to Earth to find Anne. Marcy is stuck in a chamber, keeping her alive, I believe. That's probably most likely, because if you saw the Amphibia Season 3 trailer, you know what happens to Marcy, which is pretty crazy. I'm actually kind of excited to see what happens with Marcy in the episodes. But anyways, King Andreas' bot arrives on Earth, and the bot goes into stealth mode, which is basically invisible, so it's not good. Meanwhile, Anne uses different clothing for disguises before they go to the supermarket for the Plantars, and then they finally rush into the supermarket. Anne's dad forgot the shopping list, but Anne has a picture of the list. Once again, more responsible, and Polly makes a joke about buying a lottery ticket, which of course is not allowed. Hop Hop is unimpressed by the vegetables at the supermarket compared to his own, because of course he owned a vegetable stand. And, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, whatever happened to Bessie the snail? I wonder what happened there. That's basically their mode of transportation. I forgot about that. Anyways, Hop Hop then sees a durian fruit. Fruit? Is it a vegetable or is it a fruit? I don't remember, either way. He smells it and smells how gross it actually smells. It smells like rotten eggs, I think they said. I don't think I've ever encountered a durian before. Huh. Well, judging by how they depicted it in the show, it must smell gross. I don't know if I want to see one. Anyways, Anne then wants to give the Plantars noodles, have them try, food. What are they? I think it was Thai food and stuff like that. And King Andreas' bot has then made it actually inside the supermarket. The Plantars enjoy the noodles, and then the King Andreas bot passes by magnets, which turns it visible, and Sprig sees it just before it goes back to being invisible. Anne doesn't believe him for a second, and then she is grabbed by the bot, and then they run away from the evil Frobo bot, sorry. And then Anne's parents can't know about the evil Frobo bot, for good reason, right? And then they decide to run throughout the supermarket to escape the evil Frobo. Anne plays loud music over the speakers of the supermarket to cover up any noise they make, so that they're basically able to use whatever they want to fight this bot. Then Anne and the Plantars use food to fight the King Andreas bot. Anne and the Plantars versus evil Frobo bot. There was a little fight there. And then they decide to retreat to the ice box in the employees' room while the evil Frobo bot follows. The Plantars are frozen because they are frogs, so, different body temperatures. And the Plantars use their ice cube bodies to slide into the Frobo bot to, I don't know, they tried to do something crazy, but it didn't really work out. The evil Frobo bot is ready to basically blast them to bits, and then Anne's calamity powers start up, and she damages the bot. Then the evil Frobo bot escapes. Using powers takes a lot out of Anne, and Sprig uses durian to wake her up. They all leave the supermarket, and the powers make Anne feel bad, which is interesting. That's definitely going to come back into play later on. So basically, this is like a reason for why Anne can't just constantly use the calamity abilities over and over and over again. But the Plantars seem to like it on Earth, so that's really good. That's good to hear. And I'm very excited for next week's episode. We get some more Plantars action on Earth. But then we finally close off with the evil Frobo bot trying to fix his damages and says that the target, Anne, must be destroyed. So, very exciting. Alright, so that was pretty much it for this episode. This Season 3 premiere, which is super exciting. I still can't believe. First we have, Owl House Season 2, which was crazy. And now we're diving into Amphibia Season 3, which is super exciting. But anyways, Yeah, I think next week is going back to their regular style of having two separate episodes, kind of, per episode. That doesn't make any sense. Two separate, like, storyline episodes per one full runtime length, I guess. I don't know how you would explain it, but basically the episodes are only going to be 11 minutes now, which will be good. So I'll probably do like a video, and it'll have like two separate sections, one for the first part of episode 2 and then one for the second part of episode 2, and then continuing on for however long the season goes. I don't actually know. Was the amount of episodes for the entire season confirmed yet? I don't know. It's probably 20 is my guess, but I have no clue. Anyways, yes, sorry, I gotta reiterate this part as well. Next week, no Amphibia Season 3 episode. I'll probably just put like another video for my Saturday video. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. So yeah, no Amphibia Season 3 Episode 2 video. The week after, I'll probably do both episodes in one for Amphibia Season 3. But anyways, if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. See ya.